Last but certainly not least, he's on the ones and twos here all week long, calling your action on ATP Challenger TV. Let's hear it in the booth for Gil Gross.
Well, late afternoon at the Phoenix Country Club. We thank you for joining us as we kick off main draw singles action at the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic. Well, very early on when we were looking forward to this event, Matteo Berrettini had something to do with that. He was the first wild card that was handed out by tournament owner Johnny Levine. Berrettini making his return from injury, hasn't played since rolling his ankle at last year's US Open. The former number 6 in the world, and there's his opponent Hugo Gaston, 23 years old from France. Ranked 85 in the world currently. Gaston is a particularly crafty player and a tremendous athlete. One of the smaller players you'll see in terms of height. He says that if he had one wish, I'd be taller. But I'll tell you what, he does a absolutely admirable job crafting and creating his game to kind of make up for the lack of power. You're not going to see him serve big or hit particularly big, but you'll see consistency, movement, feel, and touch. Berrettini, he does have the muscle and the power in his game. As big a first serve forehand combination as you will ever see. You can see his ranking 154 now. It's a result of just not playing all that much. Not only did he do the ankle, and he's missed just about 6 months because of that, but even if you go back to last year's clay court season, hurt his abdominal in Monte Carlo, and he missed all of clay court season after that. Came back briefly for one grass event, wasn't quite ready for that, wasn't able to defend his title at the Queen's Club, where he's a multiple-time champion. And he was able to come back and play Wimbledon, actually had a really good run at Wimbledon. And Berrettini is someone who absolutely adores the grass. So, such a nice storyline here to see how Berrettini does in his first match in oh so very long. And also such a nice contrast of styles here. This is an ATP 175 on the Challenger Tour, the highest level of challengers. It's a level that was introduced for the first time last year. They are particularly useful the second week of Masters 1000 tournaments that have been expanded to the 2-week format, or more specifically the 12-day format. So you'll see a lot of players, some who lose early at Indian Wells, will come on over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this first round match will be played with the best of 3 targets. Matteo Berrettini.
In the case of Berrettini, he had event circled as his comeback for a very long time. So he never had plans to play in Wells. Berrettini, and I haven't sampled it myself as of yet, but it looks very, very good. Ball Kids taking it in.
And a woman.
Plenty of intrigue here. So first round action on a late Tuesday afternoon at the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic. We thank you for joining us however you may be watching, whether that be Tennis Channel Plus, ATP Challenger TV, Tennis Channel International. It is Matteo Berrettini's first match in about 6 months, and one of the headliners at this year's Arizona Tennis Classic, the first wild card. But his opponent, Hugo Gaston from France, will get us underway, serving from the far side of the court. And what a way to start.
15 love.
Gaston is very well known on tour as one of the most frequent drop shotters.
Halt.
Ah! 15. Out. 15-30.
It's a great angle on the serve from Gaston, and it's the second time I've seen him run the serve and volley. First time he missed the serve. But that's something that I wouldn't be surprised to see just on the ad side going into Berrettini's backhand. See if he can make a good enough backhand return. Nicely done. Matteo, usually on the first serve return, is going to slice it like he did here. And this was a good one. It stayed very low and very short. But again, Gaston with the nice feel around the net.
Out.
That time, Berrettini did a great job of driving the return.
Ball, please. Thank you.
Yes. Well, that's one of the most underrated parts of Berrettini's game, is his feel. We know about the backhand slice. That's just a gorgeous chip and charge. But when Berrettini goes to the drop shot and the drop volley, it can really soften up the hands. Breakpoint saved there from Gaston. Again, serving the Berrettini backhand and coming in. Didn't have to play a volley. A complicated opening service game, but Gaston able to navigate. 1-love as this match gets underway. Phoenix Challenger debut for Hugo Gaston.
No, only on ending shots. Only the one there. I mean, on the next shot you could, but not this one. If you stop, of course you can tell. But if you don't hear a call, just keep playing. No, it's fine. Thank you. You won. Matteo Berrettini.
Well, just so good to see Berrettini out here again. And a reminder of what a thrill his first serve is and his forehand. One thing that I've noticed on both of those shots is just how loose he keeps his entire arm all through his wrist. It's like a whip. Berrettini, career high number 6 in the world. He reached that ranking after the Australian Open semifinal in 2022. '21 Wimbledon finalist. He's been 3 times semifinal or better at slams. 7 ATP titles to his name. Queen's 500 a couple of times, and 3 challenger titles to boot. Another really good net rush from Berrettini behind that big forehand. But now the question is for Matteo, 27 years old. That's not a very big number, especially by today's standards. But does he have an Act 2 in his career? Will he reach the upper echelons of the game again? Because he's just not been able to stay healthy these last couple of seasons. What a return. Gaston standing in, taking the ball early. Not afraid of the big speed that Berrettini can deliver on his serve. Oh, Berrettini gets the service winner that time, and he holds for 1-all.
Thank you. Ball, please. There.
What a gorgeous play from Gaston. Backhand overhead and a beauty.
30-15.
I've seen the chip in charge to the Gaston backhand a couple of times from Berrettini.
Latch for service.
Now Gaston looking to serve and volley again there. Just caught the back of the baseline. Gaston. He holds for 2-1.
No, it's good. We've been working on that, but it'll take some time. I think.
Time.
Hugo Gaston in 2024, he's 9-7 across all levels. Qualified for Marseille. Got a lucky loser spot at the Australian Open, and he made the second round in both. And that's such a big deal when you can win a match at a slam and you're in Gaston's position, just outside the top 80. This is Gaston's second challenger of the year. Started with the quarterfinal in Noumea.
If it's close enough, it's going to show automatically.
Fault.
That's vintage Berrettini. Just strings together phenomenal forehands and controls the middle of the court with that particular shot. And Gaston never has a chance to get the rally back onto Berrettini's backhand because he's just desperately scrambling.
Fault.
I am impressed with how early Gaston is taking the return. He's going to strip Berrettini of a lot of time. Well inside the baseline are his contact points, at least on the second serve return. But first serve, he's pretty tight on the baseline as well. It's a pretty big deal. It gives Berrettini less time to run around and find forehands. That was a great return by Gaston. It's on the full stretch on the backhand, and he landed it just in front of the baseline. So excellent depth. Another errant forehand for Berrettini. First break point of the match for Gaston. That was a pretty huge second serve by Berrettini, and Gaston met it with a chip forehand return that stayed super low. Gaston defending, absorbing, and getting another Berrettini forehand unforced error for the break of serve in this opening set. And the 23-year-old Frenchman now leads 3-1.
Thank you. Both, please. Thanks.
Gaston with a handful of impressive returns of serve in that game. But other than that, it was just the consistency, and Berrettini missed a few attacking forehands. The forehand is kind of the litmus test for Matteo, because when he's at his best and he's stationary from the middle of the court with time, I don't think there's anybody in the world who's better at taking advantage of those situations. He's got all three when he has time to set up on his forehand. Pace, heavy topspin, and precision. But you also have to expect there's a little bit of an adjustment period for Berrettini, having not played in so long. What a stretch. Outstanding athleticism from Gaston.
14-30.
Boy, did he go corner to corner there. So far, that's the story of the match. Just Gaston keeping the ball in the court, making Berrettini work for everything. And he's getting those misses from Matteo on the forehand. No good. It's got to be at least the third time we've seen that from Berrettini. Chip charge, backhand down the line. Stubborn defense out of the corner yet again from Gaston.
Advantage Gaston.
Berrettini applies the pressure in that return game. He's done it a couple times. But what a start for the world number 85. Gaston's up 4-1 as we kick off first round main draw action at the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic on the ATP Challenger Tour.
5.
Copy that, Julian.
The commentator, the TV commentator, talks a bit loud.
Copy that.
Time.
Which one, the commentator will take care of that.
Berrettini serving at 1-4. Gil Gross with you at the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic.
Out. 15.
That's the best service game of the match so far from Berrettini.
Gaston leads 4-2. 15 love.
Really like that play from Gaston. Slice serve out wide on the ad. Look for that chip return from Berrettini. And usually if you slice the return, it doesn't stay low. You can hit a low chip return, but it's certainly more difficult. I was really close on the sideline.
40-15.
Berrettini taking a long look at the mark. And they just showed the replay from Fox 10. It's about 2 centimeters in. Well, the movement of Hugo Gaston causing Matteo Berrettini all kinds of problems. Frenchman's up 5-2 at the change of ends.
Thank you, Roberto. I have 5 minutes.
Time.
Gilgross with you in the commentary booth, live on site at the Phoenix Country Club for the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic. First round action here. In fact, the first main draw match on center court here, and the first wild card that the event handed out in Matteo Berrettini, serving at 2-5 in the opening set.
Out. 15 love.
Might be the biggest forehand we've seen all match from Berrettini. And this is the one I'm talking about. When he's got both feet set and plenty of time, middle of the court, he rarely misses, at least when he's at his best.
quarter.
Yeah, that's unreal.
40-15.
It's 40 love, so it might not matter, but the way Gaston is taking on the Berrettini serve is extremely impressive.
Again, Berrettini.
Just misses that one. Last couple service games have been better from Berrettini,
5-2.
but he's going to need to break right here, or else he loses the first set.
Lovely.
That was a heavy forehand from Berrettini that jumped up over the shoulders of Gaston and contributed to that backhand miss. Let's see if he serves and volleys here. Defensive wizardry from Gaston. He was looking for the serve and volley, and that tells you that it's a play he really believes in on that ad side, but missed the serve, had to hit a second. What a defensive lob that was to reset the point. Gaston apologizing after that point. There was one ball midway through the rally that just nicked the tape. Set point Gaston. And the serve +1 from the Frenchman seals the deal in this opening set, but it was his defense and his guile that gave Berrettini trouble throughout. 6-3 to the world number 85.
Thank you.
aces 3-1, but Gaston did plenty of damage with his first serve. You could see 78% in the points won category. Berrettini did have one break point in that opening set. I believe Gaston saved it with the service winner. I think for Matteo moving forward, it's just going to need to hit the forehand a little bit better. Just given how quick and speedy Gaston is, he makes you play extra balls. Berrettini just needs to be ready to execute forehand after forehand after forehand without conceding the error. Gaston quickly up out of his chair. Berrettini changing his wristbands. Just played his first set in 6 months. It's never easy. He said he's been practicing well, but we all know how different matches are. That's his words. Matteo's not setting any long-term goals, just wants to be healthy. And we agree, we just want him to be healthy. Not only is Berrettini playing his first match in 6 months, he's playing his first match in 13 years without Vincenzo Santopadre in his corner. Him and Vincenzo, really close relationship, and they ended a 13-year partnership the end of last year. New coach on board is Francisco Roig of Spain. Pretty well-known name, obviously, because he's been a member of Rafael Nadal's coaching staff from 2005 to 2022. Tony Nadal's right-hand man. Ambitious net approach there. Berrettini with a good backhand dipping passing shot to hold at the start of this second set. This crowd is behind Berrettini. No surprise. Such a popular player on tour, and somebody whose face is unavoidable no matter what major city you're in. You might see him on a billboard or a bus for his clothing's partner, Hugo Boss. So in a way, it's a battle of the Hugos out on court. That's delectable. It started with a phenomenal backhand return from Berrettini, and then he goes to work on his forehand. Gaston got that passing shot so low, and Matteo handled it. More continental grip excellence from Berrettini. The backhand slice lob. He gets the break of serve to start the second. 2-love for Matteo. You wonder if getting that first break of serve will just relax him a little bit. Make him feel like, okay, now I'm fully in the match. The Gaston drop shot that he's so known for, it hasn't been much of a factor. And I think a lot of that is just because of how aggressive Berrettini plays. He's up on the baseline hitting big, not allowing Gaston to get himself into those offensive positions where he can use the drop shot. And the 1-2 of Berrettini is starting to percolate. Absolute missile. Berrettini has the break. He consolidates. It's 3-love in the second set for the former world number 6.
Time. Hope
you're enjoying our coverage so far from the Phoenix Country Club. 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic. Matteo Berrettini called this one of the best country clubs I've ever been to. It is gorgeous. Dates back to 1899. Moved to the current location in 1919.
First set. I mean, to be honest,
Yes or no?
I mean, I heard that, yeah, for sure.
No.
I heard, for sure, yes.
Okay, so why you didn't call it?
I was waiting for the machine, but we don't have.
You tell me there's no machine.
I didn't say machine. I said I heard that. Out!
Dangerous moments as far as this second set is concerned coming up for Gaston. Nicely done from Berrettini. Good little forehand shovel up the line. Sets up the drop volley. Gaston leaned into that. 2 break points saved, 1 to go. Bad mischance there. That's certainly one Berrettini would want back.
Advantage Berrettini.
Back-to-back second serve return misses from Berrettini on break point. Oh, he nearly made that. That would have been absurd. Beauty. That was a slower first serve from Gaston, and it was on the deuce side as opposed to the ad. What a backhand return from Berrettini. That is 6 break points saved in this game from Gaston. Well, Berrettini, after missing the last 2 second serve returns in that situation, he played that one a little bit safe, understandably, but Gaston jumped on him, played the forehand drop shot on the +1.
Come in. Thank you. Keep it.
Target hit. Great serve from Gaston. And what a hold. 6 break points saved.
3-1.
So he hangs around in this second set. Still down 3-1. Gaston's first serve percentage in this set is 42%. Berrettini's is 78%. You'll rarely see that big a disparity. Fifth ace for Matteo.
Sure. Mr. Gaston requested the call at the second time.
Gaston wants to see it, as will you, bottom right of your screen. Well, for Berrettini here, you just got to take that last return game and wipe it out of your memory. Lost 6 break points. And he'll be trying his best now to, again, focus on his serve here, down 15-30. Oh. Gaston took a good cut at that. As second ace of the game, down the tee on the deuce court. A great hold from Berrettini. Playing his first match since last year's U.S. Open. The wild card at the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic on the ATP Challenger Tour.
Leave it, it's fine. Please, Hugo, we don't handle your drinks. It's dangerous to handle your drinks. Take it, please. Thank you. I'm just asking.
Berrettini's
Thank you. One
forehand
more.
has been much better in this second set
Ready?
compared to the first. Only player on tour that I've ever seen not bounce the ball before he serves. So watch this right here. He's just going to serve, no bounces. A little bit of showtime there. Again, the quickness from Gaston is pretty breathtaking.
Yep.
I mean, that was a good redrop from Berrettini, and Gaston somehow able to get there and pop it up over the head of the big Italian. Berrettini doesn't have only one of the best first serves on tour. He also has one of the best, if not the best, second serve on tour. I can say that now that John Isner isn't around. The Berrettini serve absolutely in charge so far in this second set. It's a game away now from sending this to a decider, 5-2 in the second at the 2024 Arizona Tennis Classic from the Phoenix Country Club.
Time.
Gaston serving with new balls at 2-5 in the second.
Out. 15.
Absurdity from Gaston. It's just so good defensively. And you can make the mistake of looking at that as just a regular Berrettini unforced error, but he would have won the point against most players already. Another thing about Hugo, he plays exceptionally quick. Like, he'll be ready to serve now, and Berrettini is going to take his time walking to the baseline. They play at very different speeds. The drop shot frequency is increasing for Gaston. He's particularly found chances to use it just off that +1 ball, straight away behind his serve. So Gaston puts the onus on Berrettini to serve out this second set. The depth on the return from Gaston. very much the key. Hugo's backed up here. And that's just unreturnable, but Gaston making an adjustment as Berrettini has started to get his serve really dialed in. Been that way throughout the set.
Mr. Gaston requested to play the home service.
The serve and forehand of Berrettini do all the talking in that second set. He takes it 6-3, and we go to a decider in this first round match at the Arizona Tennis Classic on the ATP Challenger Tour.
Copy that.
Time. Final set, Gaston to serve.
Third set to get underway. Gaston to serve. Berrettini playing his first match since last year's US Open. He's down to 154 in the world. He's returned to a very familiar and comfortable place here at the Arizona Tennis Classic. Champion here in 2019, quarterfinalist last year. His third appearance, this time as a wild card. That's the cross-court pattern that Berrettini wants. His forehand into Gaston's backhand on that deuce side. Wow.
40-30.
That was for a break point. That's a shot Berrettini makes 9 out of 10 times, if not more. That painted the line. Berrettini has the answers to Gaston's defending on that occasion. It's a relentless point from the baseline by the Italian. Break point in the opening game of this third set. And Gaston takes a massive rip on the +1. What a courageous forehand. And also, Gaston's doing a really good job on his second serve of finding the Berrettini backhand because Matteo is looking for the runaround. He's standing way over.
Berrettini.
Berrettini breaks. Well, first off, that was a really consistent game by the 27-year-old Berrettini, because he came out on the better end of multiple baseline exchanges, and that was crucial. In the end, another backhand return that was also well struck from Matteo. Serve and volley from Gaston. He should have made that volley. But Berrettini has done a nice job on his backhand return. His backhand, of course, gets a lot of attention for being a weakness of his game, but it has not been a problem in this match at any point. In the first set, which he dropped, it was really more his forehand being the culprit as far as producing errors. Set 2, it's a phenomenal set all around from Berrettini. Made 79% of his first serves.
Gentlemen, sir. Please, ready. Thank you. 15 love. Okay.
Change of tactic by Gaston yet again, backing up on the second serve return. That's a different look for Berrettini. And that was his first double fault. That's the second phenomenal backhand down the line approach from Gaston in this game. If he can get that shot going, it's a really good one against Berrettini, making him hit a backhand pass. That's the protracted rally that Gaston is going to back himself in every day of the week. Trade of breaks to start this third set. One apiece.
Please. Thank you.
That's probably the first time we've seen Gaston really just lock down from the back of the court and loop balls to Berrettini's backhand over and over and over again. Matteo finds the runaround. That's great footwork by the big man. Gaston's back forehand cross landing too short. That 6-4 helps. And you heard it. I'm not sure you saw it.
Love 30.
But Gaston flinging his racket after that point. Oh. That probably wasn't the best decision to go down the line. It's on the run, low contact. Thing is with Gaston, he wants to play creatively. He likes to move the ball around. He likes to hit different speeds, different heights, different spins every shot. That's why I don't think he's someone who's inclined to just play that really kind of repeated, play the backhand over and over again. That's so good. Oh. Gaston getting tied up in the back of the court. That was a really great runaround forehand from Berrettini on a ball that Gaston probably thought was good enough to find the backhand. So chair umpire Jimmy Pino is out just to handle the situation. Those little black boxes in the back of the court are Fox 10 real bounce. So you need those to be in proper position in order to properly call the lines. Meanwhile, breakpoint Berrettini. That's unfortunate. It was a broken point. Ball hit the net cord. Berrettini handled it well. And Gaston with a mishit on the forehand pass. So it's 3 games played in the third set. 3 breaks of serve. You're watching the Arizona Tennis Classic on the ATP Challenger Tour.
Time.
Gilgross with you, 5:39 local time in Phoenix at the Phoenix Country Club. Been such a treat to watch Matteo Berrettini on the tennis court again. Enormous second serve from Berrettini. Gaston tried to stand in that time, and Matteo just bombed it into the body. By the way, I know the headliner is Berrettini, but it's absolutely phenomenal to watch Gaston as well. He's truly one of the best entertainers in our sport. It's pretty unplayable. That's the thing with Berrettini. Sometimes he's going to hold serve, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Didn't have to swing his racket more than twice that entire game. 3-1 for Berrettini, who played just 23 matches last year, went 12-11, missed most of clay court season because of an abdominal injury, did not play after the U.S. Open because of an ankle injury. That's a crafty little chip backhand from Gaston. And still, despite how little Berrettini played, managed 2 top 10 wins over Ruud and Hurkacz and 3 wins over seeds at majors. That's great. Now, when you drop shot Berrettini and you don't follow it in, you open up his redrop, which is excellent. And that's another solid backhand return from Berrettini. Remember, that's how he got the break. Just wide. Barry. Hugo Gaston has been broken 4 times in the last 2 sets. He's making 52% of his first serves. And on the Berrettini side of the net, Well, his first serve percentage up at 66% for the match. And ever since the start of the second set, it feels like he's given Gaston very little chance to do much of anything in return games.
Love 15.
Let. Second serve.
Ah! 40-15.
It's another ace. There have been oh so many of those since the start of the second set for Berrettini. That is his 9th, and it puts him ahead 5-1. So he's just a game away now. Berrettini with the chance to add to his memory bank here in Phoenix. There are already good ones. He won the first edition of this event back in 2019. A big smile on the face of Matteo Berrettini because it's so good to be back. He plays his first match since last year's U.S. Open and wins it. 3-6, 6-3, 6-1 over Hugo Gaston in
One more
Phoenix.
time, let's make some noise. Advancing to round number 2, it's Matteo Berrettini. And as he exits Phoenix one more time, let's wish him luck for the remainder of his 2024 season. Let's hear it for Hugo Gaston.
Gaston, he played really tough defense in the first set. Berrettini's forehand was erratic in that opener. And Gaston making him play the extra ball, it paid off. But then from that point on, Berrettini's first serve clicked, his forehand clicked, his backhand, especially on the return, was more than good enough. And Matteo was awfully impressive in those latter 2 sets. Double-digit aces for the Italian. The second serve was strong. Over 80% first serve points won.
All right, Phoenix, who's ready to hear from our winner today? Let's hear one more time for Matteo Berrettini.
So let's hear from Matteo. He's with Alex Gruskin.
Matteo, your first match of the season, I'm sure it wasn't the start you were looking for, but to get over the finish line, what did it mean to you? What did it mean to just be back on court here today?
I'm just so happy, it's been so long, it feels like it's been 10 years, I don't know. Our life is so fast, the season is so long, so you always feel like in a rush a little bit. It's been almost 7 months since my last match, so I'm so happy that I was able to play. That's what I told myself when I lost the first, I was just appreciating the fact that I could play, so really happy, and I got the win as well, so happy place.
Always a good thing, certainly. And for those fans who may be new to our event this year, you were here for the first version of this event in 2019. I know the whole community wants to know, what is it about Phoenix that keeps bringing you back? What should they know about this Arizona Tennis Classic?
So many reasons, guys. Obviously, I have great memories winning the title here in such a nice country club. The support is unbelievable. Every year, I feel like it's getting better and better. Since the very first match, a lot of people showed up. So, it's always a pleasure to come here. So, I'm glad that I started the season here. Hopefully, we're gonna have many more matches to, you guys to watch me to play. So, let's see.
Absolutely, they're all rooting for it. My last question for you, you mentioned it. It's been about 10 months since you've played a match. The real question now is, what do the next 24 or 48 hours look like as you try to prepare for round 2? How do you anticipate the body will recover after such a long layoff?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm curious about how I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I think I'm going to be a little bit sore, I would say, but it's good to have a day off. I have my physio with me, so I think he's going to work a lot on my body, and hopefully I'm going to be in shape for the next match. I'm really happy. I feel good. I feel healthy, so yeah, happy.
Well, we are happy to have you, Phoenix, one more time, advancing to round number 2. Let's hear it for your 2019 Arizona Tennis Classic champion, Matteo Berrettini. And with that said, tennis fans, that will do it for our day session. Now, here's the best part. We still have 2 more matches to come tonight. We will be back here on Stadium Court at 7 p.m. So now's that moment. Grab your refreshment, drink, food, whatever it may be. Then come on back.